Ooh, HD Nation, bitch.
6 shootouts, 2 deaths, and these are the days we call good. As long as none of them niggas from my hood. I take what I want and call it Thanksgiving. Cause where I'm from, a hard knock life is called living. And I'm in the middle of living it. The worst day you ever had, I probably spent kicking it. I hope my words helping you picture this shit. I'm just surprised that I ain't sick of this shit. I wake up every morning and I thank the Lord. Even when I had 6 warrants and a pending charge. No guardian angel cause my uncle with me. And now my guardian angel is my Uncle Jerry. I always play music from the early 90s. I always rock shoes from the early 90s. I always fuck hoes from the early 90s. Cause all my favorite shit is from the early 90s. I always love music from the early 90s. I always love shoes from the early 90s. I always love hoes from the early 90s. Cause all my favorite shit is from the early 90s. When I was 8, I already knew what I was trying to do. Reciting the lines to Mr. Biggs on my way to school. Mr. Biggs, not because of my size. I was always the little nigga, but had big nigga pride. And even back then, you can see it in my eyes. Little nigga with big dreams to go from running shit to running shit. Trying on my brother J's like, yeah, I'm gon' be this shit. I told my teachers in 1st grade that I don't need this shit. Cash rules everything around me, fuck this reading shit. Cause even then I knew success is determined on who you eating with. That's why I always sat with the 6th graders, like-minded rebels ready for the next level. They told me not to get ahead of myself and to take my time, enjoy it while it lasts, but all this shit sounds like a waste of time. Cause I was ready for tomorrow yesterday, so while you think I'm early, I'm feeling more like a day behind. I always play music from the early 90s. I always rock shoes from the early 90s. I always fuck hoes from the early 90s. Cause all my favorite shit is from the early 90s. I always love music from the early 90s. I always love shoes from the early 90s. I always love hoes from the early 90s. Cause all my favorite shit is from the early 90s. They wanna know the truth.
I don't care about nobody else.
Cause I've been on these streets for too long.
Baby, I've been on this
Too long. Lights out, no heat.